Greetings, Mzansi, and a very warm welcome to you this Tuesday edition of Afternoon Express. As we've entered August, commemorated as Women's Month in South Africa, we're shining a light today on one of the most dangerous issues facing our women, gender-based violence. We connect with philanthropist and humanitarian Matthew Mensah to learn more about the work being done to protect our women and children during the COVID-19 pandemic. We meet Nigerian all-rounder Frank Orji, who will share his thoughts on how we can look after these vulnerable members of our society. And we'll be kicking it all off with music producer and vocalist Thandi Drive, who has recently opened up about her journey from foster home to fame. Now, we all appreciate random acts of kindness, so why don't you tell us on social media, what's the greatest kindness anyone has randomly shown you? Ladies in the kitchen, how about you?
Happy Tuesday, Ballet. We're having an amazing time over here in the Afternoon Express kitchen. Hi, Anel. How are you doing?
Hello, Tooms. I'm doing well.
I'm doing very well myself.
Yeah, talking about random acts of kindness. At the moment, my mom is in frail care, so I cannot see her. And so there's a lady there that actually I send video clips to her, and my mom can actually see me, although I can't speak to her, but I can send her. So I just want to say, Sister Alta Collier, you're an angel. Thank you for that kindness.
Thank you so much for that. Actually, South Africa, we should do more of that. And our act of kindness today is we're going to be making an amazing recipe for you. We're going to be making spicy chicken kebabs with a tangy classic, Clover classic dressing to go with it. So for all the information on how to get this recipe, exactly what to do, go over to afternoonexpress.co.za and get the recipe details. But for now, let's sing a tune with Thandi Drive.
Thandi Drive, vocalist, DJ, producer, songwriter, and activist against child abuse, talks to us about her triumph from being raised in a foster home to a musical artist with so much talent. Welcome to the Love, Thandi. Waze wamuhle sis.
Ngiyabonga sis wami. Yeah. I made sure that today I look good for you guys. So yeah, thank you.
Well, trust me, you don't have to make much of an effort. It looks like you do so very effortlessly. And another thing that you do effortlessly is just the way in which you express your love for life and how you became the incredible force that you are today. So if you don't mind us just going back to the very beginning of your journey, you've decided to share your story about growing up in a foster home with a supportive foster mom. So please tell us about the challenges and the experiences you faced and how this has shaped your dream and how you're living it out today.
I think everything or who I am right now has got to do with everything from my past. So a lot of people don't know that I grew up in a children's home for most of my life. And in that home, because I come from a very dark and dangerous background, I could not go back home. So one of the ladies that worked at the home kind of took me in, and we fell in love with each other. They screened her, and she became my mother. And so the reason why I'm also doing this is that I just need people to know my story and know that there are such places for kids that cannot be at home, who are currently battling violence against women and violence against children. So yeah, this is very important that now I tell people who I am, where I come from, my music, everything has changed. So yeah.
Everything has done a bit of a 180 for you in your life. But if we were to take it back to the home that you were raised in, you are now an ambassador for the foster home you attended, Give a Child a Family. Now, why did you choose to do this? And what awareness do you want to raise with your very own Hope for Tomorrow campaign?
I always promise promised myself staying in that home that one day I am going to sing my heart out. I'm going to tell my story. And I wanted to make sure that anyone who's ever been in my situation, all those kids who are still in those homes, can always look and say, oh, wow, Thandi just has our same story. She was once one of us, you know, and look at her now. She is healing, working through her pain, singing, and just bringing love and light to everyone. So I just want to show people that as broken as we all are and working through that brokenness, we don't have to be our pain. So that's what made me who I am right now. So yeah, it's my truth. So it's important that I am true to myself. It will help me and illuminate my music as well.
Wow. Everything that you said there just sends goosebumps through my entire body, because living your truth is the only way we should be living. And not only that, wearing your pain on your sleeve is not easy. A lot of people try cower away from it, and you've used it as a vehicle to not hinder you or debilitate you, but in fact, you've poured all that pain into your music. So talking about your love for music, where did your love for music begin, and what set your foot in the music industry that led you to self-producing your own album?
Like I said, I've always loved music since I was a little girl. So for me, one of the therapies in that the home that I grew up in was music, and they would always see, this Thandi, you know, little Thandi loves music, and they would always encourage me to sing, and they're like, you're really good at this, you know. That's what has just like inspired me to, you know, to also do my first album, because I was like, hey, one day I want to be a producer. I want to know how it's made. I want to know how to sing on it, and I want to know how to DJ on it. So that is what has inspired me. But everything, it's a journey. So a lot of people know me only as a vocalist, and through that, you know, I just kept on pushing the manifestation, the vision of, at the end of the day, Thandi Dra will be known as a music producer, vocalist, and an awesome DJ. So yeah, that's where it's at.
I love the fact that you are stressing the importance of being able to do it all. Okay, look, sonke as Pwanga, we're not all gifted in the same way, you know. We can't all write, produce, you know. We're not all Thandi Dry, but at the same time, I also love the fact that you've empowered yourself to be able to do it all, and the fact that you want to leave behind a legacy that says she did it all. Bravo to you. And this is exactly what you did with the release of your EP, Iris. And this was in collaboration with a German record company. I mean, that must have been amazing. And now you also have released a single with Monacan artist C. El Assad, which is already making waves across radio. So how did these collabs come to be, especially within lockdown? And tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the past 2 years, I've been going to Europe, in Amsterdam. I've been going for like a huge music conference, and I was like, I need to go there and I need to sell myself as a Thandi Dra, my vision, who I am. So C. El Assad, Iris EP, it took me just going out there and just like letting the other side of the world know that, hey, I sing, I make music, and yeah, this is me. So that's basically how those collabs came about. I always look at myself as a product, and I was like, the only way my product's gonna go out there is if I go out there and I make sure that, hey, things are aligned. So yeah, I guess we fell in love with each other, the people that I met in Amsterdam, and we are here now. So yeah, it's been great. Amazing support.
And that's so crucial and key to remember. I think a lot of artists do forget that as much as you are this creative and you are expressing yourself, you are still an entity, you are still a brand here, a commodity essentially, and you're selling a product which is yourself. So you always need to make sure Uguti, who you connect with are the best in the business globally, and you are making your mark. You are representing essentially. Now, what words of encouragement what words of encouragement do you have for those that are in or who have been in foster homes?
Okay, so the only thing I can say is that you need to forgive yourself. Anyone who's ever been molested, raped, if anyone has ever, like if you feel that anyone has ever taken anything away from you, I guess that's what you need to fight. You need to forgive yourself, you need to heal, and you need to forgive anyone that has ever hurt you. And I feel like, yeah, if you just fight campaign with light. You know, you can't be cycling the toxic darkness that we consume every day. So that's the only thing I can say for anyone, whether you come from a home, because my everyday life, I realize that even if you come from a home, my friends who I would say are in normal like situations, the secrets and the things that they hold is so dark. And I'm like, everyone just needs to heal. So you really need to forgive yourself, heal, and just work on loving yourself and becoming a better person. Yeah.
Absolutely, just letting it all go and finding healing within that. Yeah, I also love, Thandi, the fact that, you know, a lot of people, if they grow up within trauma or very dark backgrounds, they tend to use that as a crutch as in their adult lives. And they're all about the fact that I was hurt, I was damaged, and they continue to hurt and damage others. But you were saying don't use this as an excuse. Instead, use this as a stepping stone and a foundation to beauty. And you are using the beauty within you for your campaign. Please may you talk to us just a little bit about it. I know we touched on it previously, but I just want to find out exactly what the foundation and the campaign is all about.
Okay, so basically Hope for Tomorrow is a campaign for us to make sure that people are aware that there's such places like GCF, which is Give a Child a Family, the home that I grew up in. So basically my job is just to make sure that the platforms that I get, I allow people to know that, listen, guys, we are broken. We do come from broken societies, but please do get yourselves involved in facilities like that by bringing food, taking donations, seeing the process of what it is that they do there. So basically that is my job as an ambassador, and just keep on inspiring people and allowing people to know that it is okay to work through the brokenness and just heal. I'm still doing that myself. I'm learning to become a better person. And I think then I wouldn't have to be sitting and asking people to please stop doing like half of the things that happen. So that's why I'm doing this. And that's what the whole Hope for Tomorrow talks about.
Absolutely. Yeah. Driven by passion and with a full purpose in mind, and using her music to push her mission and push her message. We thank Thandi Dry for sharing her story and giving hope and encouragement to those out there. And in her words, let your hopes, not your hurts, shape your future. If you would like to donate to the foster home, just head over to Afternoon Express's website or our social media platforms to find out more. But Thandi Dry, don't move a muscle, because we're going to be playing one of my favorites, the Omar Rusk's 5-second game shortly.
Okay.
What a lovely, lovely woman. He's such an inspiration. Polly, what do you think of her?
I love Thandi, and it's also quite interesting how we've been touching base, mixing English and Zulu throughout our chat. Yeah. But Anele, you're also teaching me Afrikaans. Yeah. And you taught me what dry means in Afrikaans.
Yes, South Africa dry means turn around. Let's do it, girls.
Hey! I love that. That's so much fun. And a fun way of remembering languages and kind of being that rainbow nation we've become so proudly to wear on our shoulders right now. But ladies, I love the fact also, Uguti, Thandi has not allowed where she comes from to dictate where she's going in the future. True. I love to say that, you know, your passion dictates your purpose, but it doesn't mean that all because you're passionate about it, it's going to be easy. It's going to be difficult. You know, sometimes passion is translated to struggle and overcoming adversity, and that's what we're seeing.
There's always a hurdle to cross to success. Yeah. Always. And sometimes it's low and sometimes it's high, but you have to cross something to get there.
Regardless. Yes. Thank you so much for that, Anele. Now we've got an even more time with this phenomenal and inspiring Thandi Dry. Coming up, she and our very own Chef Dumi go head-to-head in our thrilling Omar Rusk's 5-second game.
Go do me. Go do me.
Express yourself. You only have one skin. Nourish it and wear it bravely.
We got our girl Tandy back in the building. Now, we've loved getting to know the super talented Tandy Dry, but I think it's time to find out if she has what it takes to be the 5-second queen. Now, Tandy, the rules are easy. I'm going to ask you some fun questions, but you only have 5 seconds to answer me. You're going head-to-head with our very own Chef Dumi, and the winner takes home these brand new yum peanut butter Omar rusks. Now, in today, I'm keeping things interesting, and I'm going to go totally left field, and I'm going to be making the theme animals.
Wow.
Are you ready, Dumi?
I'm ready.
Are you ready, Tandy?
Yes, bring it on.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Dumi, starting with you, girl, because you already know how we do this. Name me 3 animals with wings.
Flamingo, owl, and eagle.
Wow, that was so quick. Congratulations, Dumi. You did it in under 5 seconds. You see, Tandy, that is exactly how the game works. Now, girlfriend, on your turn, please may you name me 3 animals with tails.
Monkeys, dogs, and cats.
Wow! I'm good. I feel like I'm asking you guys elementary, basic, grade 1 questions, but I love the fact that you guys are doing well and you're answering. So, Dumi?
That was hard.
That was hard. Shh, don't let the people know, girl. Don't let the people know. Okay, Dumi, please may you name me 3 animals in the big 5.
Lion, buffalo, and elephant.
Well done.
Right?
Yes, Indlovu, ne? Indlovu is part of the big 5, Tandy.
Wow.
Oh, Tandy is like, can I just get to my question? And let's just do that and put your mind at ease. Let Dumi deal with her own answers. Okay, Tandy, please may you name me 3 wild cats.
Leopard, cheetah, lion.
Lion!
Yes.
See the lioness claiming a lion with that beautiful afro mane going on there. Dumi, please
Yes,
may you owning it. Now, Dumi, please may you name me 3 cute names for a dog.
Bobby, Spotty, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't have... I don't think of cute names for, like, even Bobby and Spotty, I just get it. Because I'm from the ghetto. But yeah, okay.
No, I think here it's...
I won.
Tandy, you see, you can't let this get ahead of you, girl, because then you're going to get comfortable and then you're going to start slipping up. So wait, we still have got a couple of questions and Udumi might be able to take the lead, so who knows? Let's make sure that you stay in a steady lead here by you naming me 3 animals that you can keep as a pet.
Parrot, cat, dog.
Clean stuff.
Okay, clap for her.
Clean. She didn't even stutter, and I love that. Okay, Dumi, let's keep it going. You don't make it seem hard. You make it seem so simple. Dumi, please may you name me 3 animals found on South African money. The randallers.
That is the buffalo. I just want to give it to her so she can win.
I don't believe her. I'm busy sipping my coffee. Tandy, do you believe that Udumi let that one go? Just because... okay, she did. Okay, wow.
No, she did not let that go.
Finish, full stop. Okay. Tandy, let's see if you can do better than Dumi. In 3, 2, 1, please may you name me 3 animals that start with S.
Snake. Snake. More snakes.
Mzansi, Aibo, please may you use the hashtag Afternoon Express. Please, what is a snake horse? A horse snake?
See.
Snake python. Green snake.
Okay, as we are brainstorming all the animals that start with an S, Dumi, finally, please may you name me 3 animals that you'd love to be.
I would like to be a dolphin, a shark, or a bison.
What's a bison? And how do you become that?
Oh, girl.
I want to become that. Tandy, finally, please may you name me 3 animals that are your spirit animal.
Oh, man, a bird, a polar bear, and and a butterfly.
Oh my goodness, as soon as you said that, I saw it.
I don't know if butterfly qualifies under animal
Yes.
or
Wow.
insect. but I'm
Udumi
not
is saying
being
a butterfly is an insect and not an animal. But you know what, Thandi? That doesn't even matter because the winner is, drum roll, please. You are the winner, Thandi. Congratulations. And that means you are going to be walking away with these delicious yum peanut butter flavored Omar rusks.
Yes, thank you so much. Ooh, guys, please invite me again. Ngifuna ukuwina futhi.
Kumnandi win. Now you see, when you win one thing, you just want to keep that winning spirit on. We have to let you go, Thandi, but thank you so much for stopping by Afternoon Express. And South Africa.
Thank you so much.
Today is your last chance to enter our competition with Omar Rusks. We have a state-of-the-art smeg kettle and Omar Rusks hampers up for grabs worth 2,500 Rand. To stand a chance of winning, we want you to send us a photo of you living your best life and enjoying an Omar Rusk. Post the pictures on our Afternoon Express Facebook or Twitter page and make sure to use that hashtag anytime is dipping time. Remember, terms and conditions do apply and can be found on afternoonexpress.co.za. Congratulations, Thandi.
Our favorite Omar rusks just got a whole lot more yum yum with the all-new peanut butter flavor. Anytime is dipping time.
Toombs, come in here. I'm so sorry. You know, you couldn't cross that hurdle of the doggies' names. What did you say, Spotty and...
Oh, Bobby.
Bobby. What? Mine is Frankie and Robbie. And
But they're cute names. And
Snoopy?
Absolutely. You know, Anele, I thought she was going to take her very own Oreo, my old Snoopy, mix it in with your little puppy's name. There we go. But anyway, congratulations go to Thandi. I love the fact that she won. We're able to give away more rusks. And talking about giving away rusks as people win, Dumi, one of your acts of kindness in the past has been donating one of your winnings, your rusk pack, to one of our celebrities.
Yes.
So what acts of kindness, though, have you experienced in turn?
Well, as a small business owner, I was actually given an opportunity by one of my friends who's also in a bigger business to actually do something great by doing a catering job for a very reputable company. So as small as it might seem, for me, that's huge because that's big for my brand.
I actually think, Dumi, that we do not speak about this enough. You know, sometimes you get friends and family members that are in these rooms where gates are being open and you want them to kind of mention your name in these rooms. When these decisions are being made, you want your friend to also say, hey, I've got a very competent, intelligent friend here who can also help out. So let's put each other on, and that definitely is a good act of kindness. Thanks for that, Dumza. Now, born in the former Western African state of Biafra, raised in Nigeria, and now living in South Africa, our next guest, Frank Orji's life, is one full of fascinating twists and turns. Coming up, this multi-talented Pan-African wonder joins the loft to share his inspiring journey.
Express yourself.
Oji is a Biafran-born Nigerian businessman, author, music producer, a sought-after inspirational speaker, a cinematographer, and an award-winning filmmaker who has spent most of his adult life in South Africa. And today he chats to us about his life's journey. Welcome to The Loft, Frank.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Now, Frank, I nearly lost my breath trying to just mention everything you've gotten your fingers into and things that you've mastered over the years. Now, you have mastered many fields in your career. However, your journey in getting there has not been without adversity. So please may you share what it's been like growing up in what you refer to as the evil village.
I was born in a very dark village, like I say. When I say dark, I mean both literally and energy-wise. You know, it's a place where people are always scared. They have all these festivals where people don't come out. And I was really scared of the village growing up. I didn't like it at all. There was something about it that always made me afraid. I couldn't wait to get out of the village. Even up until today, my family knows that I don't like the village, my village specifically. It was very tough. And sometimes I still have dreams of the fear that I felt, you know, those days as a little child. Even though now I've overcome some of them, but somewhere there is still that diabolic thing that I connect to the village, yes.
I understand that. Sometimes you can't even express how you feel about something that is so deeply entrenched within you. But I definitely feel what you're speaking about. On today's show, Frank, we're speaking to Thandi Dry, and she essentially also grew up in a foster home, found this incredible mother to see her to be the music maven that she is today. Yourself, you also come from a sibling background that is a little strained and chaotic, to essentially the community asking your mom to let go of you. Do you mind sharing that story with us?
I am what is considered an illegitimate child. You understand? I was born out of wedlock. My father, he was a doctor that used to visit the village clinic once in a while. And so my mom was hated for sleeping with the village visitor and who left after some time. And I ended up not knowing who he is. My mom raised me. My childhood was so crazy at some point because I was a sickly child. It was so bad at some point. The villagers, they advised my mom to leave me or throw me in the evil forest. And my mom refused. Even when I asked her, why did you not do that? She said, I didn't know, I don't know why, but I just felt like there was something about you. I couldn't just let you go. So you grow up with this pain, you grow up with this rejection, but as time goes on, I started to find the strength from inside. I started to realize that there is nobody outside that is going to come and make me feel better, because whatever that I need has already been built inside of me. So I spent a lot of my time alone. And in those times, I started to connect to my higher self. I started to link to the spiritual side of me, the one that is not abused, the one that is not rejected, the one that does not feel small, the one that does not feel like an illegitimate child. I had to connect to that one, and that's where I found my strength. That's why I knew that nobody was coming to save me. I had to save myself.
Frank, you then turned this pain into writing, and you've established this very powerful book that I can't wait to get my hands on. Please may you share this book and what you want audiences to walk away with.
My book is called No One Is Coming For You. The title kind of gives you a clue into what I'm trying to say. And it's a book that sends a strong message to Africans. Africa, we have to find our own solution, homegrown. We have to build it from here. I'm trying to tell individuals who have been rejected, despised, called names, bullied, and all kinds of stuff. I'm trying to tell them that, guys, there is something in you that cannot be broken, and that is the power of your human spirit. My book is, I don't consider it motivational because it's hard-hitting. It tells you the truth, but not from a place of hyping you up. It's from a place of realizing that Your truth is the only thing that can set you free,
Wow.
not the one that anybody else is telling you.
And there's an incredible amount of freedom that comes to being self-sufficient within your community, within your society, and be able to look within. Now, I know you're also very passionate about all things women because, you know, Frank, it is Women's Month here on Afternoon Express, and you are a committed husband to your wife, Alicia, and a loving father to your 3 daughters, Talita, Phoenix, and Joy. Tell us about them and how you and your wife are teaching your beautiful girls to step into their own power and become strong, independent women when they grow up.
So I've got a very strong women impact in my life. My mother, the most beautiful woman ever. My wife, the most beautiful woman. Actually, every woman in my life is the most beautiful woman. My wife is very strong, very principled. It works for both of us because I'm also very strong, very principled, very driven. Our kids are brilliant. Talita, she's so intelligent, she will scare you. Phoenix, Joy, like I'm so blessed with women. Women are the best ever. You know, when I hear all the stories of, you know, when people abuse women and all this stuff, it breaks my heart. And the message I want to put out is, we need to start raising men to understand the complexity of women. Men are simple, women are complex. When you are driving a car, it just takes you to just switch the engine and go. When you want to move a plane, there are all kinds of buttons that you must take note of.
Wow.
We must understand that women are not simple. We must spend time to understand them. We must study them. We must understand what moves them, what makes them tick. Women are creators. Women are makers. They make other human beings.
Yeah.
How do you not have respect for a human being that can make another human being? Like how difficult is that to understand? The
And
complexity
Frank, can I tell you
of that?
something? And you know what, my friend?
Tell me something, please.
I love the fact that you are this passionate about it because you are challenging your daughters and all the women in your life to not accept anything other than the best from their male counterparts. I salute you for that, and I thank you for joining Afternoon Express to not only spread your message and your motivation, but to spread that incredible book that I can't wait to get my hands on. Thank you so much, Frank Orji. Of course, a man of many talents, but right now we're celebrating him as an author. Bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
South Africa, please do head over to our social media platforms if you are as moved and inspired as I am by Frank. But remember to use that hashtag Afternoon Express.
I absolutely love Frank, especially the part where he mentioned how women are like planes and how men are like cars. That right there, it killed it for me. He's amazing.
I just love him. He's had so many hardships in his life.
Yeah.
And look at him. Such a wonderful man. Pali.
And that's what today's all about, essentially, ladies. The fact that it doesn't matter what background you come from and what adversities you've had to overcome. You are now using this as a catalyst for greatness.
Yeah, very true. And that is very important, that we are shining a light on people that are actually going for their dreams, going for that, and giving people, I guess, the ability to say, look, I can do that one day.
Yeah, and it's like motivating people that are in those circumstances, because there's millions of people that grew up like him, but they feel helpless.
Yeah.
But he gives hope. True. He gives that inspiration.
Even during COVID-19, we still have such incredible stories, and those highlighting all the women in their lives. Now, ladies, one thing that COVID-19 pandemic has managed to do very well is shine acute spotlights on those sectors of society that are ordinarily disproportionately affected and disadvantaged. Coming up, philanthropist and humanitarian Matthew Mensah breaks down the effects of COVID-19 on gender-based violence and child trafficking. last 10 to 15 years has seen philanthropist and humanitarian Matthew Mensah actively fighting the plight against gender-based violence and child trafficking in South Africa and across the African continent. He joins us now to discuss how COVID-19 is affecting their campaigns and what they're doing to combat it. Welcome back to The Loft, Matthew.
Hi, good afternoon, and thank you very much for having me on your fantastic program.
Yeah.
And hi here from Ghana.
Matthew, let's get into your philanthropic work and how you've essentially motivated myself personally since I first met you in 2013. From then till now, you've been consistent in one thing and one thing only, your passion when it comes to the girl child. Now, firstly, tell us a little bit about some of the humanitarian campaigns that you're about.
Well, I started off with working with the humanitarian projects in Ghana, Nigeria, and then I was part of the peace campaigns in Liberia and Sierra Leone, especially working for Stop Child Hunger. And it was while I was in Liberia and I saw a lot of these women that came back from being as prisoners of war, and that's made me realize as well that women, of course, are the biggest victims and children in war situations. And I knew that I could do much more than I was doing at that time, and that led me to concentrate on especially women-focused causes and also children. And when I came to South Africa, I was lucky enough to be able to be part of a shelter that we now had for 8 years, the House Group in Johannesburg. And so those girls it's like my own children. I mean, we've been together for so many years. And when you see children growing up and you see the kind of changes they go through, you wanted to be able to do more for other children out there as well.
Now, if we also just glance to other organizations that you're so proudly a part of, you're also a member of Act Now. What is this campaign all about?
Act Now is an organization against gender-based violence, but that was created by men, and that is rolled out by men, and these guys are just incredibly motivated and passionate about it, and this is what can happen when good men comes together and do good things, for others, and this is one of the fantastic stories that has been happening, because it has just been very sad to see that we again had this gender-based violence issue flaming up again, and a lot of women coming out and really taking this issue up, but it's not women that's attacking women, it's us men who is attacking women. So we are the ones who be in the forefront to say this has to stop, and also to ensure that we are teaching and training our child to change that pattern, and this is what these amazing gentlemen are a part of.
So Matthew, right now we're going to ask you to just tap into that talking side and inspire, give a message to all South Africans out there. What message of hope, love, it being the Women's Month, celebrating it here on Afternoon Express, and a message to all the men?
We have to learn from those good men that is doing good things out there, and if we come together, then we can really make some changes. And the gentleman that's behind Act Now are a fantastic example. We have a lot of leaders that is pushing the envelope, and we need to focus on the good things and take that as an inspiration and motivation, and ensure that we all come out from this COVID-19, the lockdown, better than when we went in, and make some actually changes,
Yeah, it's all about balance. As much as a lot of people are using this time to relax and unwind, let's also challenge ourselves to make such an incredibly remarkable change and influence those around us to do exactly the same. Thank you so much, Matthew, for taking time out of your day out there in Ghana and sharing love here on Afternoon Express. We appreciate it, and I just pray for you and give you so much energy and force and power to continue doing the work that you do.
Thank you so much. And thank you to SABC Afternoon Express. You guys are always amazing. You've been so brilliant, and you're one of those ones that's really a pilot when it comes to supporting, taking a fight against gender-based violence. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Matthew. And on that note, goodbye. You see, South Africa, this is why it is so important that we continue to encourage our mothers and fathers to instill good values in their children so that hopefully our future generations can look at gender-based violence and child trafficking not only in South Africa but across the world as something of merely the past.
Matthew is just, I can't get it around. The big thing for me is the child trafficking and the, and it's still happening in COVID-19. And it's so wonderful to know that there's people actually doing something.
And I like the fact that he's actually male. So a man that is standing up and saying, I will not stand to let this happen under my watch. So he's a trailblazer. He is basically changing the game and basically the future of our country, of our world. Like, he's doing very well, Balis. I'm actually very proud to be associated with such people.
Indeed. It's gentlemen, I suppose, that comes down to the core of it. Gentle, having that gentle spirit and tapping into that vulnerability, but still maintaining that man that society requires of you to be, that strong, hard force that we need. So thank you again. Shout out to Matthew and his organization there in Hillbrow. I'm sure a lot of people want to find out how they can get stuck in, how they can help these causes and be a part of things like Act Now. And they can just head over to Afternoon Express's Facebook page, Twitter or Instagram. Use that hashtag Afternoon Express under Matthew's post. Just post your questions there and we'll be answering. Thank you so much, ladies. Now, coming up, we catch up on the latest progress being made by Woolies' life-changing Fill a Bag campaign. And then we're going to give you some Middle Eastern food inspiration with our flavorful, spicy chicken kebabs with a tangy dip recipe. Woolies, along with Gift of the Givers, have teamed up to distribute food care packs to families in need. Each bag is filled with a balance of protein, fresh fruit, vegetables, and other staples, as well as hygiene products to help curb the spread of COVID-19. If you would love to get involved, just scan the code on your screen with the Snapscan app or your mobile banking app on your mobile phone and donate today. For those who don't know Snapscan, it's a free-to-download app that allows you to essentially carry money without a wallet or card. It's mobile money. Simply register and fill in with the necessary details and you're good to go. But now I'm going to show you how Snapscan works. How it works is that you first need to download the app Snapscan from your app store on your phone. Then register your card details and a private password. It's free of charge, so you don't have to worry about costs for signing up. As a customer, your card details are encrypted and stored only on your phone, so there's no transfer of your personal information to whomever you're paying. Merchants, the business people, sign up and receive your unique QR code known as a Snap code, which is linked to their bank account, just like the Woolies Fill a Bag campaign. All you need to do is open Snapscan on your phone and scan the QR code. Then enter the amount that you would like to pay or donate and click Pay. Simple as that. This makes paying quick, easy, and hassle-free. So if you want to donate to Woolies Fill a Bag campaign, scan the QR code on your screen with the Snapscan app or your banking app on your mobile phone and donate today. A donation of just 10 Rand feeds one person 3 meals a day, but any donation will help and make a big difference.
Welcome back, South Africa. Hope you guys have your appetites ready for us because we're about to fill those tummies right now. We are making a spicy kebab and with a nice tangy dip to go with it, because the reason is the spices here are nice and hot and you basically need that yogurt to cool it down and to calm you down, but they work very well together.
I love it. I had this in Turkey, I just told you. So it's like the kebabs, they've got this beautiful yogurt, always a yogurt dip with it. Yes. And also all these spices with like a wrap that you just eat like this.
Yeah, well, let's get started with the recipe then. Yes. To start it off, I've got our ingredients here. I've got some caraway seeds, I've got some cumin seeds, I've got Szechuan pepper. And if people don't know what Szechuan pepper is, it's basically in the family of peppers like black pepper and so forth, but the only difference with it is it's got a more lemony taste to it. And you tasted one earlier. Yeah. Apparently it also numbs you a bit, and you tasted it and does that happen? Yeah, it does happen. It's not as spicy, as pungent as pepper itself, but it's not chili, it's not that hot. But I'm going to chew now again. It does numb your tongue. And I think if I've got a toothache, I'll put one there. Okay, so if you're out of cloves, definitely use some Szechuan pepper. Yeah. Okay, so the first step here is I've put all of those aromatics, all those spices in here. Yeah. And I'm going to quickly grind them down because we don't want it to be like powder, because we still want to have that texture from the cumin seeds and so forth. But we basically just want to make it easier so that it can basically hold on to the chicken as And that's also going to release all those beautiful oils of the seeds, of the little cumin and stuff. Exactly, meaning that the flavor is actually going to just absorb perfectly into it. Yeah. But like we mentioned, we're making this with the yogurt dressing to go with it. It's not really yogurt, but we're going to make it with a Clover Classic dressing to go with it. Yeah. So you're going to show us how to make that right now as well, right? Yes, it's a Clover Classic. So I'm going to add some 1 or 2 spoons of this in here. It's a dairy-based snack. Yeah. It's creamy and delicious, and it's got 10 nutrients in here. It is absolutely divine. I love it with cucumber, lemon, mint, anything. I'm just going to add a bit of lemon rind in here. That's going to complement your dish very well. And some lemon juice. Going to give you that tanginess, some beautiful garlic. Me and you always cook with garlic too, so we always got a bit of garlic. Yeah, it's not a complete dish unless it's got that garlic. And some salt, pepper and salt, and that's it. So you just mix all these beautiful ingredients together, and you've got your little dip for your kebab. I can actually taste that already. My mouth is already watering from that because it actually is nice and cool. And the other thing I love about the Clover Classic is that it comes in different flavors. And even though we're using the plain flavor, you could use the plain flavor not only for savory dishes, but for sweet dishes as well. Absolutely. So it just basically gives you a whole lot of variety. So another tip I want to give people before we get started with our kebabs is that whenever you want to make kebabs, the one thing you can do is freeze your chicken a bit so that it's a little bit frozen when you cut it. That way you've got nice cubes instead of pieces all over. Like if you look at these right now.
That is so clever because they are like properly cubed
Yes.
and better formed than when it's,
Yeah, because when you cut them when they're still soft, they basically just runs away from you. So I put some salt and pepper in here first because I want to make sure that it's seasoned perfectly before I go in with my spice blend. And my spice blend has sugar in it as well. So we want that balance of salty, sweet. We want that balance of the earthy flavors in here. And then we also want to make sure that we season it perfectly. That's why we've got that salt and pepper in here. So before I go in with the rest of my ingredients here, which is the oil, because I'm just going to need to fry it up now, I just want to mix this together. And then I'm going to start skewering, or I don't know what you call that.
You don't want to get your hands dirty, Tibbs.
Not
Because
today.
I just go with my hands and I would just skewer with my hands.
Normally that would be the best thing to do, but I'm trying to be fancy today.
What I also like about Clover Classic, it comes in like different pack sizes. It comes in 100 grams. I know it comes in a 75 grams. It comes in a 500 grams, and it comes in a kilo. So you can take it to school, pack it in for lunch. I've got a big tub in my fridge, and I just eat it the whole time with everything. You know what I'm saying? It just goes in everything. I make everything with it.
I know exactly what you mean. So that's why I'm saying that because of those lovely flavors that you get from it, you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, is this going to work well? Just choose the flavor that you like and indulge yourself. Because like you said, the small 100-gram ones, perfect for lunch, perfect for a snack during the day. And then the bigger ones are perfect for recipes such as this, so you can just go all in.
Yeah, I don't know why you say the bigger ones are just for recipes. It's for eating. It's for eating, Dooms. Gosh, I love the strawberry one. That's my favorite one.
That's your favorite.
I love the strawberry one.
I like the plain one because you get to like eat it as it is because it's tasty as it is. I mean, Clover Classic has 10 vitamins, like you mentioned. But the other thing is you can zhuzh it up however you like. You know, you can add your. I know one of my colleagues has muesli every morning, so that's the perfect addition to his dish. He puts some of that in there, and then you go in with your nuts and whatever, and it's a perfect breakfast meal. So you're basically going to get this nicely charred on the outside, and to know how you know that your chicken is ready, the water starts, the blood starts, it clears up basically.
Yes.
So that's when you know that it's cooked right through to the center.
And this will be perfect for a braai.
Perfect
if you
for
want
a
to
braai.
put your carpet outside on your grass, make a braai, put your kebabs on some wraps, the beautiful dip to go with it, and Bob's your uncle.
Bob is definitely
and some
your uncle.
like music, Greek music, or perhaps a bit of Turkish music, belly dancing.
Whatever floats your boat, South Africa, just make sure you go on to afternoonexpress.co.za to get your hands on this amazing recipe, and make sure you get yourself a bottle or tub or a house full of this Clover Classic.
I'm so looking forward to taste that too.
Yeah.
It looks divine. And especially with the squeeze of lemon juice.
Perfect,
Beautiful.
guys.
Clover Classic, a creamy, timeless taste made with love by Clover. Ladies, come on over. You know you prepared one of my absolute all-time favorites, chicken, because your ladies already know you can enjoy it in so many different ways. And thank you for taking us on a trip to Greece.
Yeah, why not, girl? I mean, we can't go anywhere physically, but our taste buds definitely can travel.
They can travel.
Yeah.
And speaking about beautiful things that I love, I also love kindness. I love to see people doing amazing things. So ladies, my acts of kindness, random acts of kindness that I've experienced, they're honestly just too much to count. And I love that. That's a positive thing.
Yeah.
The fact that there are just too many, from people paying for my, if I'm 6 rand short at the pay points in parking bays, you know, someone paying for my parking, someone paying for that 1 rand sweet that I just missed, and I've got 10 rand and I needed that 11 rand, you know. Those are the small things that I love to see South Africans doing, the things that we celebrate, from those small acts of kindness to the massive, huge, proportionate things that our guests are doing on today's show.
Yeah, Pali, I think it's because of the way you look that everybody wants to pay for you. I think you are so sexy and beautiful. I think all the men run to say, can I pay for you? Can I pay for you?
Well, you know, Anele, first of all, I'll have you know that it's my strong women who actually come to my rescue more than anything. But also on that note, if I knew that that's all it took, honey, I'd be flying around in that same plane we were talking about earlier. Okay, honey. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. Thank you for this delicious kebab, and thank you so much for that dip, Anele. I saw that, homegirl. Now, South Africa, we're still focusing on Women's Month, and tomorrow it's all about that time of the month. So please do join us for an informative Wellness Wednesday discussion on the menstrual cycle. But until then, Mzansi, good night, stay safe, and happy eating.
Cheers.
Afternoon Express, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.